Alright, how's it going everyone? This is another quick tips and tricks type video. I will make this one as quick as possible. It should be very brief. This is about currently how I think about it, 5 levels of magic. The 5 levels of magic as well, the 5 levels of magic. So, this is very brief and I don't want to get too deep into this because it's going to be very much semantics and it's going to be very much opinion based, but I just want to raise this idea in your mind if you don't have it already, because this can be very beneficial. So the first level is what you could call a Kriya, but it's not quite a Kriya. You could call it a cantrip, I suppose, if you're into like the idea of turning mythological and RP based things into magic. It is the concept of an instant action. The second level that we're going to address is spell. The third level is ritual. The fourth level is ceremony. And the fifth level is convocation. Now, semantics galore, but here it is just for those of you who want to see it written out. You can take a screenshot or whatever. So the idea of this is that if you want to effect a change, if you want to perform your magic, there's different levels you can do it at. You're not always going, and this is obvious when I say it, but we don't always think about it this way. You're not always going to perform a ceremony for everything. And here I'll define a ceremony as a series of rituals, okay? And here I'll define a convocation as a multiple partisan ceremony. So, very, very brief, very, very quick advice. Think about the level at which you need to effect change. A cantrip or a kriya might be all that's necessary. And what that might look like is just an astral etheric pulse, impression. You might see someone walking down the street and they might look a little sad. So astrally and etherically, you might throw them a little bit of light. Some of you may think of this as a spell, but I don't tend to think of it that way. Now, a spell might be something like, okay, you're going to maybe make a container full of something, or you're going to carve a candle or something. That's typically what I would define as a spell. Now, the next level, if you want to create even more effect or change, would be the ritual. And a ritual would be perhaps something like multiple elements involved, like not just an etheric and astral pulse on top of a candle or container. You might also add a deity, or you might add a specific type of energy, okay? Or it might be something that you perform more than once, okay? The next level is a ceremony, which would be to effect even greater change. This would be multiple rituals, perhaps, taken part. You might do an invocation, an evocation, things like that. Can you do an invocation, evocation, and ritual? Absolutely. But a ritual can be something very simple. The convocation is something that multiple people have done at their schools or at their church or whatever. The idea of bringing multiple people together. Can multiple people come together for a ceremony? Yes. Can multiple people come together for a ritual? Yes. The idea is what level you need to involve yourself at to cause the amount of change you want to cause without underdoing it or overdoing it. Very, very simple. Cantrip or instant or kriya is typically all that's necessary for a lot of things that we want to do that are right here, right in front of us. Sometimes you don't have to do an entire spell or ritual to make yourself feel better. You can just do a quick cantrip. So anyway, that's it. Take care. Have a good rest of the day. good rest of the day, and thanks for stopping by. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them below. And yeah, take care. Thanks.